Hello everyone, this is Donald O'Keefe here for your Southeast forecast. We're looking at Hattiesburg, Mississippi, starting off at 73 degrees by 7 a.m. And as we increase throughout the day, by about 1 p.m., we should see a high of about 82. Chances of rain are very low. We can probably be seeing partly cloudy and mostly cloudy skies as the day progresses. This is going to be the highs for Tuesday. Like I was saying, Hattiesburg, 82 degrees. And you're going to see a very high temperature throughout the region, highs about mid-70 to about the mid-80s. And then by about Wednesday, that temperature increases. We're going to see highs in the mid-80s to the low 90s throughout most of the region in the southeast. And then also pushing into Thursday, we're going to see the same thing, mid-80s to the low 90s for highs. So the heat indexes are definitely going to be up there in the 90s and the low 100s through pretty much most of the southeast. So make sure you're staying hydrated. We do currently have a very small chance for a severe thunderstorm in the southeast. The biggest threat is more towards the central plains to the west, but you can't rule out that any storm that does pop up could become a severe storm in the southeast, but the chances are definitely very, very low. And that same system pushes east by Wednesday, and then mostly the extreme northwestern part of Mississippi could see that marginal risk. That's a 1 out of 5 chance. But again, the chance for storms are still there, but it's still very low. I'd be very surprised to see any severe weather in the next few days. Maybe just a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms. And this is the reason why we have a high pressure system starting to build in from the west, and that will eventually push its way to the east. As you can see, that Bermuda high that you can see off the east coast of Florida will be bringing in that moisture. So it'll definitely be hot and humid for the next few days, but we are looking at probably most likely drier conditions with maybe a pop-up thunderstorm here and there. But then by about Thursday and the Friday, that high pressure system over the central plains is going to completely dominate, and we'll see very dry conditions for the next few days, pretty much throughout the rest of the week from about Thursday into the weekend and into early next week. This is our future forecast for today. We're going to basically see some very early convection. That system is going to push out, and then by about Wednesday, we're going to see some pop-up thunderstorms, like I was saying. Maybe the chance for severe weather very, very, very low for Wednesday. Then pushing into Thursday, we're not going to see pretty much any rain really much at all. Maybe a few pop-up thunderstorms again. So the chances of storms are still definitely there, but it's going to be very, very, very low for any severe weather over the next few days. This is actually our tropical forecast here. We're not seeing too much out in the Atlantic basin. Very low chances for any development of any tropical storms or hurricanes over the next week or so. There is a development possibly towards southern Mexico, but we don't have to worry about that too much. That's going to basically push off to the west. So let's take a look at our 15-day forecast. Like I was saying, few pop-up thunderstorms over the next few days, but basically by the 19th up until the 27th, we're going to see some very dry conditions. Still going to be hot, still going to be very humid, so make sure you're staying hydrated as much as you can. But enjoy this nice weather when it's here. That high pressure system, like I said, is going to build in from the west, and it's going to bring in nicer weather, drier conditions, still hot and humid. So make sure you stay weather aware, stay very safe, and enjoy that nice weather while it's here. I'll see you in the next forecast.